before I break, I want to bring in, we were talking about Chuck Lester and what's going on there.
Oh, here's Chuck. Chuck, call in.
Mayor Brian Lamica is on the line right now from Ilion. Mayor, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. How are you doing this morning?
So are both of you off the ballot, or is it just Chuck?
No, unfortunately, there were some errors on our part that is preventing us from being put on the ballot. I will say, though, that it does go along with the constant bullying that Chuck and I have endured for the last 2 years on social media, where somebody or individuals were given an opportunity to retire. And they chose to retire. With regards to one of them, the harassment continues. This is just part of it. There are over 150 people that signed petitions for Chuck and I that now apparently feel they don't have a voice in our government in the village, and there's probably bigger numbers than that. I'm sure there's some that'll be having a victory dance this morning.
Yeah.
This is not a victory for the village of Ilion.
Mayor, what was the technicality on your petitions?
We failed to number the petitions, and then the date of the election we didn't have on the petition, on the top of the petition, and it was an oversight on our part. Unlike some people, we will take responsibility for that. We're weighing in right now. Our options of running as an independent. People could also do a write-in. Mm-hmm. And with that said, I will say that we the other day it was reported some water infrastructure money for the valley, and Ilion wasn't mentioned, but we've managed to secure a $3 million grant for our water infrastructure here in the village. Recently, I announced $100,000 on the Dufold property that's coming our way with the help of the IDA and John Pizek over in Herkimer.
Yeah.
So we've done a lot of good things over the last 4 years. And for the rhetoric and the ridicule of Chuck and myself and our board, it's not a good thing for the village.
All right. So because of those petitions, you guys will not, both of you will not be on the ballot. Very interesting. Wow.
As the mayor indicated.
On the Republican ticket.
On the Republican ticket.
Yeah, as the mayor indicated, this is an oversight that sometimes happen. I've seen it happen before where someone's running for state senate, and on the ballot, on the petition, they say Senate. And in court, the judge says, well, this could be U.S. Senate, this could be state Senate, could be Tennessee Senate. Right? So this sometimes happens.
Every T has to be crossed. Yeah. Now, Mayor, that means you guys, so it's official that you guys are running a write-in campaign for the upcoming elections that are June, right? The elections are in June?
Right. Whether our name's on the ballot, independent or not, people can also do a write-in campaign. Hey, the mayor of Buffalo ran strictly on a write-in campaign.
Yeah.
And he won. Okay. The other thing is, Bill, I want to get out there to people, is we did have a Republican committee here in the village of Ilion. Due to COVID, for 2 years, we weren't able to meet. But 2 years ago, we ran a candidate that had to be chosen by caucus because of COVID. We couldn't get together.
Yeah.
So something that the Republicans don't normally do is we caucused to put this individual on the ballot. Mr. Stevens was at that meeting, knew full well that we had a Republican committee here in the village. When this came about, there was secret meetings that were held so that not every Republican in the village knew what candidates were being chosen. There were people from that should have known better than do that right there, that sat along with him, that also took part in this selection of candidates.
All right.
Chuck and I were omitted from that meeting on purpose. So when we talk about transparency, now's the time for Mr. Stevens and Mr. Conover to become more transparent to the people of the village of Ilion and what their actual agenda is here in the village.
Okay.
We've done a tremendous job. John Stevens said so himself on your show. John Stevens said in 2014 that it would be a conflict of interest for him to also be a county legislator and run for mayor in the village. But now that conflict of interest doesn't exist, I don't get it, Bill.
All right. Mayor, we'll talk again. I appreciate the time. Thank you so much. And we'll be reaching out to John Stevens as well as Chuck Lester. So, Mayor, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bill,
Right.
and take care. And always, hey, thank you guys for always treating me with respect on the radio. I appreciate that. And moving forward, I'll get my life back.
Okay. All right.
Well, so you're running or you're not? I mean,
I am. I do plan on looking at that option.
Okay.
And if I don't, I'll spend a lot of time with my family that I've had to give up over the last 4 years.
Fair enough. Okay.